And a bada bing, bada boom, once again, it's Baltimore Dude right here on the mobile device. Let's do the damn thing. So, this image, it has caused quite a stir in the Destiny community. And I think we have reached a point where we can say, even my dog's saying, beyond every shadow of a doubt, that this photo is indeed authentic. Now, let me just tell you something. I've got a 5-foot framed House of Wolves poster on my wall. And the bottom markings in the right and left corner are absolutely identical. And if you've ever done any photo editing in the past, no matter how good a Photoshopper you are, you can always tell when the words are overlaid on an image and when they're printed on the actual image. Those words are without any doubt whatsoever printed on the image. Kotaku has confirmed it. IGN's got a message up about it. So I think we can safely say that the next DLC will in fact be Rise of Iron, and I am mega excited. Now, the lore that goes along with the Iron Banana coming to PvE is not that big. I mean, there's a brief mention of it. They fought one of the biggest, most brutal, and greatest battles in recent history to take the city, which just happens to be inundated by, you guessed it, the Fallen. And while many people, including myself, were expecting a Cabal DLC, they go with the Fallen. And at first I'm like, I don't know, man. We've done the Hive a couple times. We've done the Fallen, but wait a minute. We've never really done the Fallen. We did a broken horde mode of sorts with the Fallen, but the Fallen have never had a proper DLC and a proper raid, so it makes all the sense in the world for the Fallen to get a proper DLC and raid. And story-wise, it all ties together leading into D2. So I think it's all going to work together in an incredibly intriguing fashion. And we know that they brought that new writer in that used to write on, I believe, Mass Effect. And the skinny on him is he's very demanding. He came at a high price, but he is an incredible writer that is very involved in the development of the game so that the development of the finished product we get goes along with the story that he presents. So him coming in, them rebooting Destiny 2 and putting Luke Smith back in the driver's seat at lead design makes all the sense in the world, because Luke Smith brought us things like Vault of Glass and King's Fall. So you may love him, you may hate him, but that sumbitch can build a raid. I'm sorry, I said a curse word. Oh my God. Hail Mary, full of grace, all that. But let's talk about the photo for a minute, okay? Quite obviously, he is standing outside the city walls. The city walls we see off in the distance when we're standing in the tower which happens to reside in the last safe city on Earth. So Lord Saladin is obviously standing there. A couple of people have mentioned the wolves, and they're like, well, I don't know if the wolves make sense. The wolves make all the sense in the world, because all of Iron Banner's theme is wolves, so they could be there just as a decorative measure, or, and let me just speculate and dream, they could actually become part of the game. And my buddy Bife, who I respect, and I've got all of the respect in the world for him, he had said, well, we've never had animals like that on the ground in Destiny. In fairness, we never had Taken either, but they came for a first time. So why not these kind of animals for a first time? It could very well happen. And he had said then it would have to compete with the Nolan bot, and I don't see that because they do two very different things. The Ghost is an information hub. He opens doors, he feeds information, he's a middleman between the tower and the Guardian. Should we get a wolf companion, he could be a combat companion, a trail sniffer, a companion of war rather than a companion of information as the Ghost currently exists. So I think it's entirely possible that the wolf could in fact be a companion to the Guardian, and that would be super cool. But then again, maybe it's just decorative. Like I said, I think we can safely say that Titans will in fact be on the front lines of this battle. Of course, every race will have its place in the raid and the DLC, both the Hunters and Warlocks. You guys will be included. Don't have a cow, okay? But the Lords of Iron, they are Titans. They are brutal war machines. And there was a rumor not long back that the Titan was going to get a cloak, and that had not come to fruition until this photo, where you happen to see the Titan wearing a cloak. So, all things considered, the photo is authentic. The possibilities of the storyline is phenomenal. And just me thinking out loud, he's holding, some people have argued it's a hammer, some say an axe. I think it's an axe. So we will say a flaming axe. What if, just what if that flaming axe works as a relic of sorts? And when you get to the raid boss, that axe works somewhat like a Crota sword, where that is the thing you have to DPS the boss with, or maybe it's another form of melee weapon we're going to get our hands on. There's so many possibilities, but we know Rise of Iron is the next thing coming. And also, I think because we've already experienced, and going into every raid, we always wear something reflective of the enemy in our armor, in our weapons, and all those things. My guess, and this is a guess, this is speculation, but I think because we've already worn those things in a sense through the House of Wolves, I think we're going to be working with and under the Iron Lords, the Iron Banner, and I think the armor rewards and the weapon rewards are going to be Iron Banner themed. A whole new line. And of course, with a DLC this big, and they've already, and Deej let it slip in the last, I believe it was the raid along, it was a Twitch, and he said there's already a new raid, it's already being worked on, and people have said it's bigger than Dark Below and House of Wolves put together, so it's going to be a very substantial raid. And it begs the question, what if we go to different locations? What if it's not just a cavernous gothic realm that we're in this time, and we fight part of it in A location, then go to B location and C location? There's so many opportunities and so many avenues they can go with this story and the raid and the DLC, and of course it'll come with a whole mess of new exotic weapons and armor and new faction gear and new emblems and shaders and all the things that come with new DLC. So I am mega excited. So I don't think we can worry even in the slightest bit that this information is false. I think it's been confirmed on credible levels at this point, and we can go ahead and just settle in our mind that our next expansion is going to be Rise of Iron, and it's going to be heavily laced with the Iron Banner. And it makes sense because when you play Iron Banner in the Crucible, the storyline, the very short, brief storyline when you go in there is it's a proving ground. When you go to play the Iron Banner, you're proving yourself worthy to fight under the Iron Banner with the Iron Lord. So that story very easily correlates over to the PvE side that would exist in this expansion. So people have asked me my thoughts, and I know people threw videos up right away first day. I wanted to sit with it, think on it a little bit, and kind of develop some theories and ideas and just some what ifs and maybes and probably nots and maybe so I just kind of wanted to sit with the information for a little bit before I threw a video out there. So those are my current thoughts on it. I am mega through the roof, tears flowing down my face, kick an old lady, stomp on a kitten, smack a baby happy. I'm not going to do those things, but I'm really super excited because I think even though this is not what we expected, it's going to be something amazing. Who doesn't love the Iron Banner and Lord Salad Bar, or Saladin, if you will? I guess maybe we should start calling him Lord Saladin because he's probably going to be our boss this fall, so let's go ahead and be respectful now. But I am mega excited, and the buzz and just the feeling of excitement throughout the community and people talking and theorizing and just all the ideas floating around. I love just this single picture has breathed life into what is to come, and I am so excited for E3 to see what Bungie has in store. So those are my thoughts at this point. I'm looking forward to more information rolling in, and if you guys want to let me know what you think, if you want to weigh in on any of my theories and possibilities, I am certainly always happy to hear from you. You can go check out the website, baltimoredude.com. Hit me up on Twitter, which is always the place you will get the quickest response and the most up-to-date news about the Baltimore Dude happenings. And over there, it is at Baltimore_Dude. And you can follow me there. I'll follow you back, and we'll be friends, and we'll hug it out and have a beer and go kill stuff. So that will wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching, and just real briefly, thank you guys so much for the growth in the channel. I'm starting to get emails and messages and people that are actually watching the videos, and I'm looking forward to the point where the views go up and the thumbs go up and that thing starts to happen. I'm excited about that, but I very much appreciate the people who have already reached out to me in various forms of contact to say they enjoy the videos and what we're building here. So thank you guys so much. Love you to death for that. And I will catch you guys next video.